Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus here again. I want to speak to you on another subject that might help us out a bit. You know, oftentimes we think about the societies in which we live, wherever they might be, and we highlight the good points, that which we like well enough to want it ourselves and are reaching after it. And that which is just totally the opposite. We register those two. And it happens all over the world. And so, oftentimes we find ourselves individually and collectively thinking about possibilities for this to be more cohesive, more together, more family, a better society. We think about that. And we think, no, it can't. And then we just try to go back to what we've learned to be the best we can be for ourselves and for that which is important to us. You see, that happens because we are lacking wisdom. I want you to know that there is a way for this to work. You must know that there's a way for it to work. You just don't know what it is. And no one is able to tell you right now. But I want you to know that there is a way. Now, you don't know the way because we haven't been given that which would make us want to really strive out, reach out to know the way. The reason is because we walk up to a different drum than that way. And since we have no information about that, it would take a miracle to move any one of us to walk that trail. In fact, it would probably take a whole burst of energy, a whole burst of spiritual energy to get us to move in that way. But when we move, whether it's by choice or by the power of the unknown, the power of the divine, if we want to call it that, we get a chance to face the truth. What I mean by that, we get a chance to see what and how life operates and how beautiful it is and how beautiful it's supposed to be all over the world. We get a chance to see that. That is revealed to us. No other way could we know. No other way could I know. It has been revealed to me. And by it being revealed to me, I can look back at the societies of the world and see the problems that exist and understand why. But it's not good enough to understand why they exist. The best thing is to know how to fix it. You see, it's like looking at a picture, ladies and gentlemen. If you look at a picture and it's fragmented, some parts missing, you don't know how to fix that picture. You can think this and you can think that and you can think, but you will not know how to fix that picture. Some of you might be wise enough to fill in with your imagination something else that might seem to be just as appropriate. But not knowing the picture, the original picture, you don't know what the intent was. So you can't really fill in. That's the way the world is. You don't see the picture. You don't see the big picture. You don't see the complete picture. So all you are doing is introducing fragments, testing, and all of them are failing. But I want you to know that just because you're running up against this, that doesn't mean that it can't be fixed. It just simply means that you have got to see the big picture. And since you can't see the big picture, you got to want to see the big picture. And if you want to see the big picture, then one who has been given, or they who have been given, a vision of the big picture would be received amongst you. And you would begin to see what it takes to fill in that picture. But if you haven't been introduced to the big picture, you will never, ever fix this society. And what we have been doing in the past as a nation of people and people all over the world, anybody who stands forward with a bit of knowledge about how to fill this picture, how to fix it, they get bumped off. They get bumped off. And whatever moves or advancements had been made up until that point, they stand still. And over time, they begin to crumble. But until you know the big picture, until you recognize the big picture, you will never be able to fix and give a full representation of what is represented there. Now, I want to continue, but here again, I know how the attention span is, and some of you got so many other things you'd like to do. So I'm not going to hold you beyond this, but I do have another subject matter that I want to speak on, and I'm just going to start it on another tape. So if you want to hear it, go to it, and it's called Number 3. I'm not going to tell you the subject matter. It's too exciting. I want you to go, and once you get there, you will listen to 4 or 5 minutes that I give there. Bye-bye.